Hey guys, hey family, sup niggas, sup chicos. Welcome back to our channel. It is your favorite couple K and Dex, and in today's video is a continuation of the communication starter. Yeah, so we want to continue from this so that we just clear this whole thing. We just need to know what to talk about, what to discuss, and everything. Yeah, so subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. And it's Vlogmas Day 11. We are still carrying on.
I saw that some people are sharing the Holy Ghost on for their consistency. God bless you. We also celebrate the Holy Spirit. In fact, we thank God so much for the consistency. I was just telling me here that the what do you call it? The Vlogmas last year, even the 11 days we did, it was not 11 days straight. It was one video. Sometimes after 3 days, we post another Vlogmas video. Hey, who does that? But thank God so much that this year the Vlogmas, it is smelling pepper and it will smell hot pepper. Now let me add ginger to the pepper. It is going to smell. It will smell pepper and
So it's
ginger.
going to be like a chili sauce.
May catch it us there. Enjoy. But yeah. Thank you so much. See, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. I've had to push myself. She has had to push herself. In fact, to make sure that we keep doing this every day. If you know that we have not been very consistent over time, then you can attest to how much effort you have to put into this one.
Because nothing has changed though.
Hey,
it's not like now we have time. Nothing has changed.
God is good.
But
God
it's just that this time I want to be able to keep our promise. Like we can't even understand why we are not able to keep our promises to you. Like how? We are not like that. We are not like Anambwa. So this time I want to try our best. And okay, enough of the ranting.
Yeah.
So we are continuing from where we left off. So the last thing we talked about is sharing our childhood experiences that we don't want our children to also face. So the next thing is spirituality or religious. Which one do you prefer your partner to have and why?
Now let's redefine the statement. What is spirituality and which one is religiosity?
Okay, so spirituality is not necessarily associating yourself with a particular religion. Maybe you are a Christian, we all know, but you are not just a church goer where everybody sees you to be associated with a particular church, but your intimacy with God is there. That is the spirituality. And the religiosity, as you said, is when we all know that you are attached to a particular church, but your actions and inactions really doesn't define how intimate you are with God. That's what I think.
Okay. So guys, this question is simple. Okay. Which one you would prefer is definitely based on which one you are. Bible says that do not be unequally yoked. Being unequally yoked is that somebody who does not have the same passion, the same heart, the same faith, the same mind concerning the thing you're looking out for, you don't have to be with that person.
Even Bible says that can two walk
together except they be agreed.
Yeah.
You see, imagine you have two cows, right? And one is very strong, that can work, but the other is a weakling. And then you put the yoke on their necks and ask them to, you are causing them to till the ground together. At a point, the one who is not very strong, or who is even, let's say, is strong but is smaller in size, because of the way the yoke will be on their neck, the other one will be suffering. The one who is big, because the yoke would have tilted this way. Obebre, you who are strong or spiritual or whatever it is, if you go and carry whatever it is that is not spiritual, that is not strong, that is not your size, you will suffer. So yes, whether it's a spiritual person or a religious person, depends on what you are. If you're a spiritual person, definitely you'll find a spiritual person to match. If you're a religious person, you get a religious person to match. except of course again by some divine reason you have found something else. But here, I think that you're a spiritual person. In fact, this thing should not even be a topic whether you say that somebody is spiritual and somebody is not.
They're spiritual beings.
Yes, yes, the Bible says that walk in the spirit if you be in the spirit. If you are a spiritual person, in fact, as you are born again, you are born into a family called Christ. You have become a spirit being that is saturated with Christ. And so it is not a question of whether you are spiritual or religious. It is a Christianity is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It is how we
Lifestyle
are. It is not
TV.
a religion. Christianity is not a religion as we were taught. It is a lifestyle. We are Christians because we are living like Christ. We are Christians because we are living like Christ. So it's a lifestyle, not a religion. So yeah, it should not come to that point where you are considering which one is spiritual and which one is religious. If you are doing religious, then your Christianity is not intact. You are probably not a Christian.
Alright, I would have added something, but when I add pay to go to 100 hours because my husband has said, hey, my house runs in. My house runs in. My husband has said everything, eh? So let's move on.
I said your mind then. Oh,
He
reach.
said the mind of God.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so
Ah.
the next question is, do you want to spend your leisure time alone or with your partner?
Depending on what leisure time it is. Yeah. Yeah. There are times that you would want to be alone, and there are times that you would want to be with someone. It is important to know that being alone is also as good as being together. You see, there are times that you want to face God in your leisure time. You want to understand some things from God. That one, it is a closet matter. You are not going with somebody. And there are times that you want to feel free and flow with somebody. That one too is there. Okay, so that's I'm saying it depends on the leisure time. And most guys, or even those in relationships and those in who are married, would tell you there are times that you just want to have your freedom. You want to have a girls' time or guys' time. You just want to relax and then chill without every kind of interference. So it depends on the kind of leisure time. It depends on the leisure time.
Okay, so me for my thought, I think as you said, it depends on the situation. There are times that what you are doing or the leisure you are interested in, the other person is not interested in. You get it. So at that time, it would be best if you do that alone. And there are times that the leisure time you are interested in, the person is not interested, but the person has to compromise and join. And there are times that both of you are on the same page. You get it. So it comes natural. So it's dependent on what leisure time it is actually. It depends. Maybe you use your leisure time to read. I mean, you can't read the same book at the same time unless maybe one person is there and then the other is reading too. But
This one, I've given you a book to read.
oh please don't come and disturb me.
Ask
Between the two of us, I used to read more than you. Then you used your spirit to come and change my spirit, and then you came to take my reading spirit and you gave me yours. Now I come to complain that you didn't look, I've not read. I'm taking care of our son.
Go on.
So it depends on the leisure time. And sometimes you see you're on social media. It's not like what you're doing is so important. But what you're looking at that is exciting you, your partner is not interested in it at that time. You get it? So it really varies. Yeah, it varies. Okay, so the next thing is, how do you handle your anger issues?
Hey. I don't know, but I'm very hard to piss off. I'm very, very, very hard to piss off, and
But when you get pissed off, it's annoying.
if I get pissed off, maybe I'll tell you a thing or two and then I'll pass. And I don't get angry for long. Maybe a short burst of 10 seconds, 15 seconds, then it's gone. A call. I mean, we'll flow together, we'll flow together like nothing happened. I mean, I don't do grudges.
Throw together.
I don't do grudges. I say. Yeah, I don't do grudges.
Okay, so how I handle mine is it dependent on the situation. I normally would not react at the moment. The moment the space within the thing happened, I might decide not to react. But there are days that I won't let you go. Like there and then, I'll tell you my mind and be free. But I think that one too is relative. You're supposed to apply wisdom. So when you look at the situation, then you can handle it with wisdom because God has given it to all of us. But there are days that you don't need to let the thing pass. You need to deal with it at that time. And there are days that you need to let him from afar so that you don't say things and regret. Because you see, sometimes when you get angry, is not drink as a papa. You get it? You are talking with emotions, so you might end up saying things that or doing things that you might even regret later. So it depends. If the situation demands that I relax on the issue, I will. But if it demands that I give you the fire, I will. But people normally think that I'm that kind of person that when you do, then I give it to you, I give it. It's always the situation. Most of the time,
that's the situation. That's the way it is. Most of the time, that's how it is. There are times that she's relaxed and everything, but yeah, it is okay.
No, hold on.
Things.
No, wait. No, I'll say my own. Why are you saying it for me? No, see, I'm not like that. When you do something, I relax. Thank you.
Okay. Two things. One thing one of my aunts told me sometime back. He says that don't get involved in a mad fight with a pig. We'll enjoy it and leave you dirty. When somebody is bringing you to anger, is pressing your buttons, sometimes choose not to get angry. Some deliberately choose not to get angry. I was listening to Prophet Adam. He was saying that one of the days he was in his office and then his boss came to him and his boss was saying some things, angrily saying some things. And you did this, you said that. He said, sorry sir, I'm not the one. I cannot disrespect you. I value you too much. He says he did everything and then the man calmed down. He realized that the man realized that there was nothing he could do to anger the man. So he now calmed down and then they were talking smoothly. When he left, the Holy Spirit spoke to him and told him that man came to you to measure you. You say the things and once you get offended and say some things, you use that as a basis to attack you. It's good you control yourself. I say, So don't get involved in a mad fight with the pig. Probably somebody, the one who is picking the fight with you or who is getting you angry, is looking for a way to condition your spirit for some possession. But may you be delivered. Number two, the same auntie told me that when somebody offends you most of the time and you're not able to deal with it on the spot, don't deal with it again. If somebody has done something to you and then you wanted to do the same thing back to the person and you couldn't do it on the spot, don't do it to him again. You know why? Maybe the next time you're going to do the thing to that person, somebody is not there. Somebody didn't hear your story. They didn't know where the thing started from. All they are seeing you now is you are the wicked guy because they didn't see the time he smacked you in the head. Okay, so sometimes when you are not able to speak to people right at the time things happen, is best.
But sometimes, honestly, I feel because let's say
sometimes.
Yes, but I'm just adding that sometimes it's my own bro for that you want to stay. So as I was saying, sometimes because let's say you are in like as you're married, you've done something, maybe there and there I'm not supposed to react because it might quicken some emotions somewhere. So maybe if I let time pass and I discuss with you, probably you're not even wrong, I'm wrong. The one coming to pick the fight is even wrong. You get it? But if you do it there and then, emotions are just high and up there. So that's it. Can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question goes for those courting. I strongly believe that should be one of the questions you ask your partner to be. So the question is, what is your relationship with soap and water?
I ask your relationship with soap and water. Why?
You want to know if you like bathing. Like that's the point.
That one. Oh.
I think they should ask before you get into the marriage.
Why is it important?
Hey, you can surprise human beings. So
Why is it important?
It is important to take your shower. See, you step out, you come back. At least you need to look fresh. Like wash down, look clean. And this issue, it has become issues in people's marriages because they don't really understand why. So you should find out if you can deal with it. If you can't,
See, this matter is dependent on you as a person. I know some lady. She come back to save her own life. It looks like Job na edi support between them. I know. That's the kind of person you want to call Sapoya. Abena Sapoya. What I say? That so it's not everybody that this is important to. But yeah, cleanliness is good. Being freshening down is good. Me like this, sometimes I do twice, sometimes I do once a day. Sometimes cry there. Especially when I'm in the house the whole day, I could be home all day and I didn't take a bath until maybe late night or something. And it's not because me and soap and water have no. It's just that I don't feel like bathing. I'll be there, and if I feel like I'm smelly, I'm sweaty, I'm this, I'll go and bath. But right now that the thing is doing this thing, me I'm not doing any this thing. Actually, I'm not feeling like going to bath, so I'm busy working or doing my other stuff, or lying on the bed or something. So to me, this question, it's
But-
only those people who are there are people who are germophobic and those people who everything cleanliness, let's do this, let's avoid this parasite, this virus, this. Oh Jesus, God help them, all of them, wherever they are. May the Lord locate them and bring them healing from germophobia. So if you are such a person that you are very keen on cleanliness to the latter, like giddy pan, then you should be asking these kind of questions, because ukophobia, those kind of things, they will disturb you, because every day you'll be complaining, you bath, the guy doesn't see why you should bath.
Okay. So is there anything you are not willing to give up once you married?
Is there anything?
And so those are for those cotton.
But you see that the thing is all about sacrificing and everything. So depending on what it is, you should know if there are things that you will be required to give up, and if there are things that you
can
must
still
give
hold
up.
on to,
So there are stuff that you have to hold on to. Me. She knows that when it comes to the things about God, you be the who know. We are not splitting ways. We are not. I won't let him go, and I know that she also won't let go of her God for any reason. So things of God like this, no. There are things that there are things I won't let go, and there are things that I'll let go 100 times and over. But yeah.
So it's about priorities. Okay, so as you said, same for me. But you need to discuss it, like when you're in a cotton, discuss it so that you know what you're getting into. If the things the other person's holding on to are things that you'd love for him to let go, talk about it, discuss, and know the way forward. Maybe one person will meet each other.
But
You meet each other halfway.
But you see, the problem is will tell you, I'll let go. Oh, I'm willing to let go 1,000 times and over. But the next minute, you have forgotten that we told you that we are willing to let go. So when you come and tell us, oh, me, I forgot, I didn't say that. Oh, how can I tell you that I'll stop partying with my friends? I'm lying. My friends, I can't leave them for anything. You cook, I'll party with them tomorrow. I'll come back and eat your food. Don't worry.
It's serious. So that's why I'm saying discuss. Okay, so the next question is, would you can you handle your spouse do things without you?
Do things like what without you?
Like maybe taking decisions and all that without you, and then coming back to tell you that I did this, I did that.
Why not? Especially if they are decisions that are going to yield good results for everyone. I don't mind. But you see, the problem is not every decision that someone will make will yield good results. Sometimes they will fail woefully, and you probably had a mind for that decision that they didn't consult you about. But you should also appreciate initiative. You should also appreciate initiative. So I would say, oh, it's good. I mean, I'm okay if you do it without me, but I'd I'd be okay also if you do it with me, and it's a plus.
Okay, he knows it. No, I don't understand why you're doing it without me. Like if you are not doing it together, I need to be informed. Like I don't like the fact that things are happening and you have no idea of. You just be there and then your partner will just come and tell you that I just did da and now it didn't yield anything, or I did this and now it's yielding this. I want to be informed about the plans, decisions, so that if there's something for me to tell you or input, then I can add, because I feel that you say nyanse ni baku futu, you get it. So I don't really like the fact that someone will go and do something and I'll come and tell you. I always want to be informed on issues. So that's how I am. Yeah. So the next thing is, what is your go-to method for handling misunderstandings?
Talking.
Talking about it.
Yeah. Talking. We'll pray about it. We'll talk about it. The talking is either you're talking to God or you're talking to the person involved. Period. The other talking, no.
Okay. So for me, I don't like involving third parties in my issues. That's how I am naturally. I like to handle issues with whoever is involved, like on that level, not involving third parties. So if there's something happening that I don't really like, or if there's a misunderstanding between us, my first method, sometimes I even talk to the person even before talking to God, but I resort to God first when it is about bitterness. I don't know if you get it. So if I'm bitter about you, like so with that one I need to talk to God first so that he can deal with that for me. But if it's just something that you've done normal and I want to blast you or something, that one I'll do it. If I handle it with you and I still feel that I'm finding it difficult to maybe forgive you or forget about it, then I go to my God and then I talk to him about it. And then eventually I'm able to forgive you and move on.
But wait, so you think that it's okay to blast your husband?
To blast your husband. And when I say blast, not like I'm coming to insult you. You haven't insulted me before.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that. Do you think that it is okay? Because there are people who do that.
No, for me, I think that everything you want in life, when it comes to a man, you can have it without the man knowing that he has given it to you. And you can control your husband in such a way that he will never know, he will never feel controlled. I don't know if you get it.
Are you sure?
Yes, you can control him in a wise way, because let's say your husband has done something bad. No, let's assume your husband is supposed to give you money and he's not giving you. So if you go and hold him like this and then you're downstairs shaking him, insulting him, would that bring money? Like, it won't change a thing. It will rather bring friction between the two of you, right? But you can find a nice way of taking money from him.
So for this instance, what's a nice way of taking money from you?
Maybe you need to provide for the house. You've not done it, right? I need you to give me money. Instead of coming to hold you, I can just tell you that, babe, I need money for this, that I don't have. Okay, no problem. So please, what do you have? Maybe I have 5 CDs. Then I take it. Tomorrow you come home with money.
So what if the person says I don't have money and the person walks out?
You don't have money, no problem. When you come there, now I'll explain to you why you need to give money. Because let's say I'm pregnant or something, I need to eat, I need to do this, Maybe you've not seen the essence of food to me as a pregnant woman. So I'll now explain to you this, that, and even tell you how I was able to manage in the day. If you are someone who is wise and who has the your wife at heart, you even feel pity for the person. See what I'm putting someone's daughter through. You get, so if even you need to go and bob without letting me know, you go and do it. I've controlled you, but I didn't come and hold you giddy giddy. Go and bring the money. Go and,
What if the person is not, is the kind that
no, that's why we advise you that before you enter into marriage or anything, look at the person that you're dealing with. So this is a red flag because you know that this other person is even in a relationship when even it's not money, but he needs to give you something.
Yeah, I know people that when they're in a relationship, they travel long distances, buy stuff for the people, but in the end, when they got married, it's a different story.
That is the more reason why you need God to give you the spirit of discernment, so that you can tell who is fake and who is real. You get it? Yeah. So it's like there's always a way around. They said there are 7 ways of solving an issue. Right?
They said the Jewish thing. The Jews have a philosophy that for every problem there are 7 solutions. I don't know how they came by that.
So it's not about insulting husband for not giving you money. When you tell him how you felt, and even from, it's not like because he didn't give you food, you come back home and then or you mind silent treatment. Silent treatment, you are still hungry. So you should rather sit down with the person, tell the person how you even survived in the day, right?
Maybe you even add that one, add tears, but your husband will demand.
He will just go. And I'm saying that so you should know the kind of person you're getting into this with. You get it?
No, okay, so now you're thinking of it from the person who is now getting to it. I'm thinking of the person who is
and
already
inside. No, I'm saying that is why you should be careful of what you're getting into from the start. Before you get into this marriage and kasankasa, before all these things will come and be problems. Like the person doesn't really care about your plight. No. So if you are with the right person and the person doesn't even have money, the person won't tell you that minis can't make up. You get it? The person will rather find a nice of telling you that, oh, maybe babe, today I don't have money, but let me see, I'm just going to town to see if I'll get a friend to get money from or something. If even he doesn't come back with money, he has already cooled you down, because by letting you know that he really would have provided, right? And he's going to find avenues of providing for you. You get it? Another thing too is like, let's even not talk about money, maybe sex. A woman is there, her husband wants to have sex and she can't have it. Someone just tell that, me no that, right? You can let the person know in a nice way that, oh babe, today work was so stressful and I had a lot of issues that has worked on my mind.
A lot of people don't understand those things.
No babe, listen, I'm telling you the truth. It's about communication, right? That's what I'm saying, that you should be able to tell who you are getting into this.
Or the person's chicken has come. I don't know whether it's techie or chicken.
Techie.
Yeah, the person's techie. The person's techie has come. You say you are not. You are
that's what I'm telling. No, I'm saying that instead of the guy coming to tell you this and then you be like, me no one done, me no one that. You can explain to the person why your mind is not even prepared for it. You get it?
Your mind they do prepared for
it. No. Sometimes they'll prepare whatever. You get it? It's like we'll start there saying, like, so you just need to tell the person, maybe I was stressed out in the day and my mind is wondering and you know sex comes from the mind. So because of that, yeah, you won't be able to do, but you promise. And you should be able to fulfill it. You promise that as soon as this burden of adrenaline stress goes down, you make it up to me.
What if it never goes down? Right now that every day something new.
No, but it will
price
go down.
Is going.
No, if price is going down,
it is increasing somebody's stress.
Yes,
you know, money
is
a huge.
No, what I'm trying to say is simple. That it's about communication and how you present your issue. You get it? It's just about how you present it. If you present it, that's what I'm saying, that you can control someone without the person knowing that you're even controlling him or her. So that's basically what I'm saying. Okay, so which one was I even talking about before you brought this your argument to me? So are you willing to, that one let's just ignore, are you willing to miss an appointment because a child is not feeling well, or are you willing to change diapers in the middle of the night? Please, if you're a father, by all means you change diapers, so I'm just ignoring this.
Oh, many people don't.
Forever? Like ever in their life?
There are people who don't.
What kind of daddy are they?
When the child cools, they'll carry them and dump them on their mother. Let me change you, then bring you.
It's not even me. Sometimes when the baby
I'll
bring him to the daddy. I can't tell them.
Some people even, they don't handle babies a lot. They can't stay with the baby for. Nah, they won't.
Maybe if you're married to me, you stay with the baby small, sure. Because then sometimes I want to have my alone time. So I will deport my baby to go to the father. They should go and do cocoa melon. Then me too, I'll do girls time alone. Okay, I'm the queen of the house and I'm alone for now. I'm alone. There's no lady yet or baby girl yet, so you need to treat me as such. Okay, so would you want to be criticized openly or when we are alone?
The whole idea of even criticism, if it is constructive, is good. But if you are just going to be criticizing everything, it is a problem. And number two, about criticisms, you don't criticize by comparing one person to another person. Maybe you tell the person, say, "Intina wunu ya no, eti say no, intina papa ti say no. This thing that your grandfather has been doing is what you are doing." That kind of criticism, no, it's not the right way to go. But then, now again to the main question, openly or in secret. I think that everybody, in wisdom, if you and your partner are out and your partner does nonsense, sometimes the best thing to do is to support them out there and then come and deal with them later in private. But sometimes too, you just need to be fair and firm and say, "This one, dear, I love you, but it's nonsense that you are doing. You can't go scot free with it." Sometimes it is just too obvious to say that, "Oh, you are right." It's just too obvious that the person is wrong. You can't tell them that you are right. You get it? So even though you are telling them you are wrong, you are not going to be bashing them. You even, you see, sometimes God knows that we are wrong, but He doesn't exact punishment for exactly what we've done. That is where mercy comes in. So sometimes you are there, you have to be massage the situation a little bit. You have to massage the situation a little bit so that even though you are telling the person that you are wrong, you don't castigate them right there. But when you get back though, it's fine.
Okay, for me, I hardly criticize my husband in public. But if like he did a thing right there and or that one, I'll let him know that, oh, this one didn't mean. But to get up there and sometimes I can even call him on phone when we are in the midst of people to tell him what I think. Right? So it depends, as he said, but I don't criticize him. The moment you see me doing that in public, it means that I'm joking about it. I'm not really serious about it. Or it's something that is really funny. It's not as serious as ABR, but if it's serious, I won't criticize him there. I'll support him. And then when we come home, I'll tell him. Yeah. So would you prefer to be okay in front of friends when you're having issues with your spouse?
Okay, in front of friends, how?
Like you have issues at home and you put up the good face when you get out there and they come and deal with the issues at home. Would you prefer that, or if you are not in those terms, like you are not in those terms?
The question is, did you get the issues from home and you carry the issue to town and you are still waiting to bring it back home to and continue? That's the whole idea. Hey, what kind of issue is this? You see, and that's the other thing I was saying. Me, I really do not keep offenses. I really do not keep grudges. So if BBAC and then I fled up in the house, by the time I got out of the house, it's gone. So there's, in my mind, I'm not going out to come back and then, so there's nothing like I'm still holding something and then I've seen people and I have to pretend that everything is alright. If you are not alright with me, then that is going to be a problem, because me, nothing. But in any case, I I don't mind what you choose to do. If you choose to tell everybody that I've offended you and I'm crazy and all of that, I don't mind what you choose to do. Okay, but the question is, after telling them, after showing off the angry face that you are not in talking terms, you are not in one terms, to what end? What will it solve your problem? I'd rather you solve the problem even before going to meet people so that they will come be asking what is wrong with your face, that you are not in talking terms. I see there is a disconnect. I'd rather you resolve it before it gets to people. Like, period.
Okay, for me, the whole thing is, I before I had temper issues. I don't know if it's gone. It's much better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
It's good.
It's gone. So I had temper issues before. So that one day I could keep grudges, but now I don't really keep things. If he does something bad to me, do you know that we can be talking and then I'll tell him that you still I'm fighting with you. Why? In talk, uno be kunsa iso kobona money. We can be chatting nice and I remember and I'll be like, you, I'm still fighting with you. Let's have this nice conversation. After that, we are still arguing. You are actually. So I don't really need to put up any nice face or anything, because when he actually does something to me, I've come to understand that, one, I won't have any other husband apart from him. And two, if I'm angry with him, I'll still come back home with him and there'll be no one to talk to, because the one I need to talk to may wait for no. Right? And three, I've come to understand that we are even children from the same parents can never act the same. So that is how come there'll be friction between you and the other person. Even your tongue and your teeth. How many times do you bite it in a week? Bite your tongue in a week. So obviously frictions will come. The moment you understand that the person is not perfect, the person is cannot be you. If even the person was you can still move back home. Right? Because you understand why the person is just like you. Until there still would have been friction. The moment you understand all this, it's easy to forgive the person. Right? It's easy to forgive the person. And I don't want to hold things against him that because of what I'm holding against him that he doesn't even know of, his prayers will be halted or my prayers will be halted, because we need to achieve something together as a family. Right? So if you allow emotions and anger and those things to lead you, you realize that even as you strive in life, because there's something there that you're not dealing with. So me, I don't keep,
this video is long, Papa.
yes. So me, I don't keep grudges.
The video is too long, Charlie.
Yeah, so this is the last question actually. So we are even done too. The last question is even a bonus question. What are the parameters you set for your families?
Yeah, this one, behind in the family, Jack. So you decide what to set for your family, but you see, it should cover relationships. It should cover relationships, especially relationship with God, relationship with family, relationship with the outside world. Those parameters have to be covered. It should cover education. It should cover education, and then career paths and all of that. You see, I'm thinking that some of us, we were not introduced to the whole idea of career and education. We're not really engaged in that sense earlier. So I think if I were engaged to know that this is what this is what you want to become, and this is the career path that you should take. Normally in Ghana, after many SS graduates, when you ask them what they want to do, they tell you, oh, we call university, I mean, call science. What you call science? Science when a university. You don't even know what courses they do. You are play with your life. You get it. So me, I would like to set ground rules for that. That Charlie, by the time you are getting out of JHS, we know where you are heading and we know how to guide you, what courses will benefit you before you enter. Everything is detailed. Your relationship with friends, how you relate with them, how you go out and come in, the kind of language you speak. Parameters in there, those how you conduct yourself inside the town, inside the house, dressing and all of that. Hey.
Okay, so I'll put a question down and ask some. Yeah, see me. And ask later. The question just vanished. Okay, let's end this video. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're not continue this, have we?
No, we are done with communication status.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have this as many times as you want to have it, right?
As for
Good,
the parameters.
I've remembered the question, but I don't know. We can't answer it now because the video is extremely long. So
ask it though. Answer this in this comment section.
Okay. So the question is, should you let your spouse know everything concerning your family and what they tell you about them? You get it? Okay. So you're saying that's your answer?
No. I'm asking the question. You're asking if I got it. I said no. So is it that everything the family thinks about your spouse or the family thinks about?
No, like let's say there are things in the family, right? Should you expose everything to your spouse? Second question, if your maybe your mother says something about me, are you supposed to let me know everything, be it good or bad? Are you supposed to let me know? So please let us know in the comment section. Okay.
Yeah. This one we'll answer next time.
Okay. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye. As JJ will say, bye bye. Bye bye. You long video, I'm still doing bye bye in that.